Buckle up and strap in what we learned from Tampa. Hey everybody, Walty Wanders. Buckle up, strap in. I got a hard-hitting pull, no punches, no sugarcoating it, no rainbows or sunshine. I'm just going to give it to you and give it to you straight. We got a good one to unpackage today. The Tampa Supercross was a barn burner, to say the least. That was a one, I believe. What do you guys think? Leave it in the comments below. I think it was pretty much our best race that we've had. A lot of action, a lot of stuff to unpackage in a short video. We'll do our best to unpackage what I believe were some of the biggest stories of the night. And you got to start with first place. Cooper Webb, we had written him off. I remember being on Main Event Moto with Daniel Blair a few months back before the season started. And we talked about, they asked me on the spot, they're like, do you think Cooper Webb wins a race this year? And I'm like, I really don't think he will. I mean, based on he won nothing last year and he looked horrible. And he tried to say it was the bike, and we're not sure. Like, I don't know, Cooper, if we believe it was the bike. We wrote him off. And that was a big mistake. We asked it here on the channel, on the community page, what you guys thought. If in fact he would win the championship this year. So stay tuned as we do a Cooper Webb video this week and reveal the results of that one. But listen, bros, I personally think you cannot count Cooper Webb out at this point. He is like we've heard people say, his racing IQ, the guy is really mentally tough. He will get in your head. He's like that scratch you just can't reach on your back. He's just that kind of guy. He's a crafty, squirrely guy, and you just cannot count Cooper Webb out at this point. So I see Cooper Webb personally as a massive threat. It's now going to be Chase, it's going to be Eli, and it's going to be now what appears to be Cooper Webb. And now listen, the track gets gnarlier, Webb gets tougher. And man, did you see him in the whoops almost toss it? Like, how did he even hang on to that thing? In fact, when Chase went down in the whoops, you can see right behind him as Webb's right hot on his heels, he almost went down again there too. So I don't think you count Cooper Webb. Congratulations, Cooper Webb. I'm a big fan, and I'm personally cheering for you. And I think that we have to basically put you in the conversation now. Of course, more will be revealed moving forward. But Cooper Webb looks like he is, in fact, a contender again. We have 3 race winners so far this year. Eli has the most wins so far. It is on, my friends. Buckle up and strap in. Which brings us to our next hot topic. Eli was off. Eli did not look good. And listen, we kind of thought Eli was going to be Mr. Consistent, like easily on the podium every single round without even trying. He was off the pace to the point where Kickstart Kenny beat him with the 4th place, and Eli ends up in 5th. Eli had nothing for even Kickstart. So I got to believe that Eli, again, probably have to do a video this week, on, putting Eli a little further under the microscope. But he showed some pretty big chinks in his armor. I think Eli now has a little bit of a question mark. What it really reveals to me is track. These tracks are going to cater to certain riders. So depending on tracks and track conditions, how many open air, how many covered stadiums we get, it's just, you just never know. And then plus the level of riding now. These guys, the playing field has been very leveled for these guys because the testing, the training, the nutrition, the bikes. It's also comparable now that without a start, without a start, you're almost done. But I don't even know if Eli got a start last night, if he was going to be able to hold the lead. We saw Plessinger put him behind him. We saw in the heat races, we saw a lot of stuff. So Eli either had a stomach ache, the flu, the sniffles, was off, bikes, I don't know. But something was up with Eli, because usually you just never see that from Eli. Is going to definitely put Kickstart Kenny behind him. And we just did not see that. And speaking of Kickstart Kenny boy, Kickstart Kenny, you saved your season for me, my friend. You looked good. You ran up front. You didn't fade. You had a 4th place. One of those other guys went down, and you are on the podium. Now, I'd like to see Kickstart Kenny actually get up and fight for a podium, not get it handed to him. I don't want to see positions handed to anybody, which brings us to our next big one is Danger Boy. Danger Boy, I've gotten a lot of blowback from being too hard on Danger Boy. I know Danger Boy's guy. I can't be the only guy that's been hard on Danger Boy. And it's not like I'm a hater. I haven't been a hater on Danger Boy. I just personally, when I see somebody come up with a silver spoon in their mouth and a big YouTube channel that just nets them millions of dollars, where he has a clear edge against the competition, of course you're going to be a little more critical or hard on that rider. But I personally am cheering for Danger Boy. I think he's great. I think Deegan's are great. I remember working with Deegan back in the Triple X days. Like these, I know they come from pretty humble beginnings. So I love the fact that they've built this empire for themselves. Don't get me wrong. I'm all about capitalism and making money. But Danger Boy looked obviously really good. He rode well. He's shaking the nerves out. He's the real deal. I think there was never a question. Like I said, when he dominated Loretta's the way he was, just cleaning up, smoking fools. Mentally, people were beat before they even got to the gate with the kid, because that's what happens when you can own somebody mentally. But then when you get to these, this is the big show now. This is the big show. But I think he's got everything needed to become a champion. But what I usually say to all the people that want to give any blowback here at the channel or on Instagram or wherever we're at is don't crown him champ quite yet. He won a heat race and he's got a couple fourths. And the fourth he got in Houston was courtesy of a couple bobbles from a couple other riders. He was really six. But he's trending in the right direction, and he's showing us what needs to be shown, that he's in fact the real deal. And this kid, I wouldn't have surprised me to see him come out and win the race or even get a podium. But he would need a little luck in terms of winning the race. I still don't think he has what it takes to win quite yet without some luck. I don't think he can go head-to-head with Hunter Lawrence and beat him straight up yet. But I would be surprised if by the end of the season, if that in fact happens. Now, I also wouldn't be surprised to see him cartwheel it here anytime either. Most rookies, Bubba, Ricky, all these guys that came into the lights, they had some pretty spectacular crashes. Now, they didn't get to race futures and a lot of these, they didn't get to practice in the stadium in that environment prior. We used to let Arena Cross be the springboard to that. Now we're just letting kids get very acclimated to their environment. So no shade being cast here on Danger Boy. I think Danger Boy has done a phenomenal job. He's the real deal. I'm not discounting that and never did. I'm just saying anybody that's come up with that kind of advantage, basically already a huge star, social media star, best equipment that's out there, all the grooming, like anybody that's had what Deegan's had afforded to him is going to have some good results. Now, will they have as good a results as Danger Boy? Maybe not. In final thoughts, I come to you as a friend, as a content creator, as a moto guy who wants to see you not only win on the track, off the track, understanding the waters we're swimming in now. Tampa was insane. One of the best races of the year. Absolutely crazy. Last corner passes for the lead, for the win in the lights, throwing it away at the end. Our boy Sexton to give it to Cooper. I believe Cooper was going to pass that guy even if Sexton hadn't gone down. I believe it could have been another last corner block pass like we saw in the lights. This one's going to be awesome. I'm going to blow the lid off it every step of the way because it's not only what we need, it's in fact what we deserve. If you appreciate the content, I want to humbly ask you to give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below. I would love to hear from you. Social media links in the description of this video if you'd like to contact me there. And if you enjoyed this video, I know you're going to love the next video on your screen. And there's an easy subscribe icon for your convenience. As always, thank you for your time. Don't go over the bars today. We'll see you on the next video.